Have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes, even when life is finally getting better, your mind keeps searching for something that's wrong. You finish work, you're relaxing on the couch, nothing bad is happening, and then your brain suddenly reminds you of that embarrassing thing you did 5 years ago. Or it starts replaying an old breakup, an argument, or a mistake you've already survived. It's almost like your mind says, "Everything feels too peaceful. Let's ruin it." But why? Is your brain actually addicted to sadness? It sounds weird, but the answer is more surprising than you think. Here's the thing. Your mind doesn't wake up every morning trying to make you miserable. It has one main job: keep you alive. And for thousands of years, focusing on danger helped humans survive. The people who noticed problems lived longer than the people who ignored them. Your brain never got the memo that you're no longer hiding from wild animals. Now it treats unanswered texts, awkward conversations, and Monday mornings like life-threatening events. Not exactly helpful. Think about this. Have you ever watched one sad movie clip, and suddenly you're listening to emotional music, scrolling through old photos, and wondering where life went wrong? Congratulations. Your brain just started a sadness marathon, and somehow it never gets tired. Here's another funny example. Imagine someone gives you 10 compliments. "You look great. You're doing amazing. You're so talented." Then one person says, "Your haircut looks a little different." Guess which comment your brain remembers all day? Exactly. That one tiny negative comment. Your mind acts like it won the lottery, except the prize is emotional damage. But there's a reason for this. Sad emotions often feel important. Your brain thinks, "If this hurts, I should keep thinking about it so it never happens again." The problem is, instead of solving the problem, it often keeps replaying it over and over and over. It's like watching the same episode of a TV show while hoping the ending magically changes. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. The strange part is that sadness can also become familiar, and our brains love familiar things, even if those things don't make us happy. That's why some people stay stuck thinking about old relationships long after they're over. Or they keep telling themselves, "I'm not good enough." Not because it's true, but because the thought feels familiar. Your brain quietly says, "I know this place," even if that place isn't healthy. It's like wearing old shoes with holes in them. They're uncomfortable, but you've worn them for so long that new shoes feel strange. Our thoughts can work the same way. Here's something most people never realize. The more attention you give a thought, the stronger it becomes. Imagine walking through a field. The first time, the grass is tall. Walk the same path every day, and eventually there's a clear trail. Your brain builds thought trails exactly like that. If you repeatedly visit sadness, that path becomes easier to find. Not because you're broken, simply because your brain is incredibly efficient. The good news? It can build new paths too. Every time you notice a negative thought without chasing it, you're teaching your brain something new. You're saying, "Thanks for the warning, but I don't need this right now." At first, your brain won't like it. It'll keep bringing the thought back. Kind of like that friend who sends 5 messages after you've already replied. But if you stop feeding every sad thought with more attention, they slowly lose their power. That doesn't mean you'll never feel sad. Sadness is part of being human. It's normal, healthy even. The problem begins when sadness becomes your mind's favorite place to visit. Real strength isn't pretending you're happy all the time. It's learning that every thought doesn't deserve your attention. Sometimes your mind is telling the truth. Sometimes it's just playing old recordings. So the next time your brain suddenly reminds you of something painful while you're brushing your teeth or trying to fall asleep, pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this helping me? Or is my brain simply following an old habit? That one question can change everything. Because your mind isn't always your enemy, but it isn't always your best advisor either. Learning the difference might be one of the most powerful skills you'll ever have. And maybe, the next time your brain tries to invite you into another sadness marathon, you'll smile, thank it for the invitation, and politely decide not to run.